Hello, I'm amirdynast.
He said that. It's okay?
Go
he
ahead.
Said that.
Speak loud. Let's make you speak loud.
Okay.
Go ahead.
He said that in this house, in this convent, the chief, if you need the first personality here, it is this woman you have to see.
Okay.
She's the first personality of this house. But he, the man that you can see there, he is selected to pray for the voodoo in this house, to give them water, to give them drinks, or when people need somebody to talk with the voodoo, he's the one, the messenger.
Okay.
You understand? The one who should take care of those voodoo here. But if you need a chief of the house, it is this woman.
Okay.
That's what he's trying to say. He's asking for a permission to stay.
Okay, no problem, no problem. So we're here in Ouidah, Benin. The Voodoo Festival just wrapped up on January 10th. So now, like last year, I'm just going to see different chiefs, priests, to just ask questions so we can start setting the record straight on voodoo. Because like I've said in the past, especially for black people, people of African descent, before Islam, before Christianity, you know, this is what we practice. This, animism, I mean pretty much some form of voodoo that is now considered taboo because of us being brainwashed. So I just want to ask questions, get the facts. We're here at the source. So, you know, I'm not talking to some fake chief in America somewhere or somebody online. We're here in Ouidah, which is considered the capital of voodoo in the world. Just a little history on Benin or Ouidah. Benin is the only country that acknowledges voodoo as its national religion. Is that correct?
Yeah, really.
Okay.
Definitely.
So, you know, that's why I consider Benin. I know many people in Nigeria or other countries might be somewhat offended who practice voodoo, but again, Benin is the only country that acknowledges voodoo as its national religion. So, once again, we just want to ask some questions, set the record straight on voodoo again, and then, you know, you guys could watch these videos and enjoy them and appreciate them. So now, if you have any questions on voodoo, you know, at least you'll have a resource to go to, an authentic resource where there's no question that it's authentic. So the chief had to step away for a second, so we're about to get started here shortly.
Okay, if I have brought you here first, it is because here is my origin.
Okay.
The voodoo that governs me is here, is in this room.
Okay.
You understand?
I understand.
That is why I decided to start from here. If you don't tell about yourself, you cannot go elsewhere.
Okay.
That's why I have brought you here.
You know, and I'll ask the question later, but while it was on my mind, I'd like to talk to you about your personal experience with voodoo. But we'll do it later because I don't want to hold the elder up. So the first question is, there's a lot of debate. Sometimes you see voodoo spelled V-O-O-D-O-O. You'll see it spelled V-O-D-U-N or V-O-D-O-U-N. Is there really any difference in it, in the different spellings as far as the actual practice, or is it just the spelling and translation?
It's just the spelling, matter of translation.
Okay.
Because, you know, it depends on the language. Otherwise, we know voodoo here.
Okay.
Voodoo.
So
when English people would like to write it, they write the way they hear it. They could spell it. You know, French people also, when they want to write it, they write in their way. Otherwise, it is voodoo.
Okay. Yeah. So just to make that clear, there's no difference in if I spell it V-O-O-D-O-O or V-O-D-U-N or V-O-D-O-U-N.
Not at all.
There's no difference.
No difference.
Just the spelling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spelling. But when we want to write it in font, when we want to write it in font, it is a D-O-U-N.
Okay, in phone.
Yeah.
D-O-U-N.
And yeah.
Okay, and then I guess in French.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so in phone is V-O-D.
Yeah. U-N.
U-N.
Yeah.
And in French, I guess it's V-O-D-O-U-N.
Yeah.
Okay.
In English people, I noticed that some writing is V-O-O-D-O-O.
Oh, yeah, that's how we.
No, that we don't know that.
Okay.
They just write it the way they call.
Okay.
Otherwise, there's no difference.
There's no difference in actual religion, just the way we spell it.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Can you tell the elder, I mean, the question that I asked?
Okay. No, they don't know how to read.
Oh, okay, okay.
They do not.
Okay, okay. All right, no problem. Next question. Now, this has to do with Wita, the city. In America, people say that Wida means Judah from the Bible. Is there any truth to that? Is there any truth, like, as a tribe outside of the phone called Hebrew Israelites? Have they ever came or settled here in Wida and called it Judah, but then changed the name back to Wida? Is there any truth to that?
I think now that is nonsense. Because we have nothing like Judah in our things. When we hear Wida, you know, Wida, even the real name is Wida. Wida. Because the people who are living here in the former time are Wida.
Okay.
People who speak Wida.
Okay.
Now, when the settlers came, I mean the Europeans, talking about the French people, Portuguese, we have also American, we have different masters that time at colonial time, you know. So when they wanted to pronounce Wida,
right,
French people say Wida, and Portuguese say Chuda, other people say Wida.
Right.
So we have different spelling according to their maternal tongue.
Okay.
The maternal tongue of the settlers.
Okay.
So the real name of our city is Wida.
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 Okay.
Wida.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
So you never heard of, and you can ask this to the elder.
Yeah.
Has the elder ever heard of a tribe called the Hebrew Israelites settling here in Wida and calling it Judah at one time?
They are surprised that they have never heard that name.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm doing this, because there's a lot of misinformation and lies being spread in America.
Okay,
so we want to get the record straight and the facts.
They are really wrong.
Okay.
Nobody knows about Judah here.
Okay.
Maybe when you go in religion like Christianity, or you may hear of those names, but in our tradition, there's no name, no king, nobody has been Judah here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question. There are a lot of fake priests running around. Ifa priests, Fa priests, a lot of fake priests. And people get ripped off online. And it gives voodoo a bad name. More so that you can have Christian pastor who rip people off. People, they forget it, lets it go, doesn't really affect Christianity. Same thing with Islam, maybe fake imam. You have these Quran schools.
Yeah.
You know, these little kids that they
I know about it.
Is there any way, can the elder share with us a way to identify who's a real priest and who's a fake priest?
Mais là, il y a boire au thon, au gambala, au kété, mais bien bio. Et pour vous donner le poids, il va battre le poids pour les cadeaux d'eau de vol poids.
He said that you are here in the route because at a starting point, when four came to colonize or to conquer, is that
Conquer,
the kingdom of Queda, okay? Here is the first place they settle their convents.
Okay.
You know? Now, the problem, what is happening now, and everybody can stand up, they say we have voodoo, or I'm Huno, I'm this. It is simply another business.
Right.
That people discover charms.
Right.
They make their own, they create their own god, they say this is thing, and it is supernatural powers that they use, and they tell lies to people that they know about voodoo, but that is not voodoo at all. Because when you come here, they know how many houses of voodoo we have in our city. You understand?
Yes.
But in your house, if you happen where you are now to have a charm,
yes,
that you can use spirit to protect yourself, or to steal, or to fight against people, you can call yourself voodoo or Uno.
Oh, okay.
But you are not a real prize. So
Okay.
we have plenty of people like that who have just charms in their rooms, and we confuse them with the voodoo. No.
Okay.
That's all.
So speaking of charms,
Yeah.
now, from my understanding, the term fetish
Yeah.
is a derogatory term, correct?
It is charm.
So you call it charm,
Charm, yeah.
not fetish.
Not voodoo. Voodoo is a principle of the universe,
Okay.
which is composed of 4 elements. I say water, earth, air,
Right.
and fire.
Right.
But without the union, there's no world.
Right.
You understand?
Yes.
That is why we cannot confuse voodoo with charms.
Okay.
We cannot.
Okay. So
when you hear fetish, we don't know that word. That is French people's word or Westerners' vocabulary. We don't know fetish. We know voodoo.
okay, but is charm
Yeah.
the correct voodoo term for fetish or no?
No.
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 Okay. So what we would call a fetish,
Yeah.
or what we would call a charm, what's the correct term for it? Is there even a term for it?
When we say charm,
Yes.
for example, I've discovered a natural power to protect myself against the danger, against accident, or I use charm to find job or to make money. This is a creation, okay? The use of supernatural powers
Right.
to do things, to maybe to protect yourself, or maybe to destroy other people. But voodoo does not do that. Voodoo is there only for protection,
Okay.
to protect the city, to protect the honor, the family, your children, your father, everything. That's the role that voodoo can play.
Okay.
Voodoo cannot kill people. It's impossible. It prevents people from danger.
Okay.
So we're not going to call our voodoo fetish. You can create your own fetish. If you take a wood and with some leaves, you take magicians or traditional daughters, people who master spirituality, they can call spirit on this wood for you. I mean sculptures. They can bring a spirit inside and do this. And when you talk the spirit will go and do some businesses for you. That is fetish.
Okay.
And those people get dressed like voodoo priced, pretend to be voodoo priced, and they are the one who are confusing people, who are taking money from people doing any other business.
Okay. So when I look at someone's temple,
Yeah,
you know, and I see this right here.
yeah.
I see the.
Nobody can joke with this.
Okay.
Nobody. Nobody can joke with these things.
Okay.
Nobody. You cannot, a person who is doing charm cannot make something like this in his room.
Okay.
He cannot.
Okay.
He cannot.
So, what you say?
No, that you can take picture of that one.
I will when we finish. So, like when I go into a temple and I see certain items, you know, when I see like the bottles and I know spiritual items.
Yeah, items.
You're saying those items. You're saying those aren't charms. Those aren't fetishes. What are those items that?
Okay,
we go into
yeah. If it is in a temple, know that in the temple, this means that it is a voodoo house.
Okay.
When you stand up and you want to create your voodoo, your fetish, we cannot call it a temple. You understand?
I don't. So okay. So for example, I wish I could show you something, like what would be considered a fetish, or something in a temple that I've seen.
Yeah, for example, we are in a temple.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
We are in a temple.
Yes.
A really, an original temple. And that is unique in this city.
Okay.
So, you want to understand what?
The items I see.
Yeah, like this?
No, like, the items I see.
Yeah.
What does that mean, or...
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, what does that mean?
Okay.
I see them all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, like at Dogbo's house.
Yeah.
You see certain, well, be considered, you know, somebody that doesn't know a fetish that's in his house, and when you pull up to his house.
Yeah.
What are those?
Okay. All those things are not the real voodoo.
Oh, okay.
When you are a voodoo, here, for example, as we are here, you see, this is our biggest. This is the roots of this house.
Right.
Now, if you are a voodoo, here our house is special.
Okay.
You cannot create something and put it anywhere you want. It is impossible.
Okay.
But if you are in your house and voodoo is there, you can use your own charms for protection.
Okay.
That is it.
That's what that is. Okay.
Yeah, those things you see in a house is personal.
Okay, so you could do that for yourself, personal, but he can't go out on the street and showing people certain items and doing tricks. Got it. Makes sense now. Okay. Let's see. I got a couple more questions for the elder. Let me just pull them up. Now, how do you make like a temple for your house to protect your house? The fetish, in quotation marks, or charms. What's the art or the science behind making items like that? Like, how would you make something like that?
Boja protege where the mo food no club no ne kon da igbo ne no da do food one you
they can be I'm a food no that you are they na ko le you are resource mo you go blow point we ni bo mo e ko chi ni me divire o ni do bi do ni le so na resource pe wa was more too much of one
I'm trying to tell you the truth.
Go ahead.
That no one can what we call voodoo festival.
Yeah.
What people fight for to get it, and they celebrate it every 10th of January.
Right.
Nobody can stand up today, even the King of Kings, and say that they want to create voodoo. Or they build a house that they want to make voodoo, that it is impossible. They can do chants. Because this thing, what you see here,
Right.
nobody knows how the forefathers settled this voodoo.
Okay.
And the main voodoo that you will see, people will tell you lies, but nobody can make you voodoo. They will make you fetish.
Okay. So, and to be specific, the items I see that when they do ceremony, they'll put alcohol on it. You know. Okay. So like when we do ceremonies,
Yeah,
there'll be like an item
Yeah.
or a fetish.
yeah,
And they'll spit alcohol on it,
Yeah.
or give it water,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
give it food,
Yeah.
or put
yeah.
like
okay,
the
what it means.
yeah. So can you create and make items like that? Like for example,
Yeah, you can create it, but you are not going to call it voodoo. You are not going to call it voodoo.
Family.
That governs the family, or that governs a collectivity. That is special things you can do.
oh, okay. So that's for you personally in your family.
Yeah.
That's not really voodoo.
No.
Oh,
That is
okay.
it. That is personal fetish. The principle of voodoo, when you come in with that here, we can cite the houses of voodoo. The other remaining are fetish.
Okay, got it. So when we went to Dogbo's house,
Yeah.
and he had the remember they had like the it looked like a bull with horns.
Those are fetish.
Fetish. Okay.
You understand?
I understand.
But voodoo are in a room. Is in a room.
Uh huh.
You learn like this. To enter, you have to be initiated.
Oh, okay.
It's not given to anybody to enter that convent.
Okay.
And voodoo is in a room.
Okay.
But where you can see, let me explain them.
Okay.
Hello, de miro moro ni eyi pele gbero de ro ti da ni fonu na ko eno blo bochio da ho de le fonu na le ko bo eno lo aha tundo ya lo eno lo le mi do e ni o le o vodun dodo o yilo lo e mi dia alo ne fike na si ni o le do aji
ele boy ele me susin ndi ai ton gbe ton we blu o yin ni ala
That's what he say. Anything you see people transport
Right.
is not voodoo.
Okay. So anything I could see.
And they bring it, they carry it like this.
Okay.
If it is not movable, this for example is voodoo.
Right here.
You cannot carry it and go somewhere.
This right here.
Yeah.
This right here.
Yeah, that is voodoo.
What does this mean?
Voodoo goo.
Voodoo goo.
Iron.
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 Oh, goo.
That protects against accident. And yeah, accident. Let's say it is the principle of iron. You understand?
Yes.
Yeah. That is it.
Okay.
So you cannot transport this. When you want to travel, you cannot take it and travel.
Okay.
But you can stay in America or in France and say, I need this, or you pray. You just kneel down. You just go down on your knees and pray. Anything you say, he will receive.
Okay. So I can't make this at my house.
When you want to make it, it will not be this one. It will be your protection.
Okay.
Or they will come here and take some of its oil, or the salt, the sound, everything from here. They will take some and insert it, and this will be communicating with it.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, voodoo is unique. It's not something that we can transport. When you do something in your house, it is for your own protection.
Okay. Okay.
That's it. So anything you do today, it is for your own protection. It is not voodoo window.
Okay. So you know what I'm talking about at Dogbo's house, the bull.
Yeah.
The big brown bull on the wall.
Those are bull. Those are fetish.
Fetish. Okay, got it. Okay.
Yeah, those are fetish.
Okay. Let me see.
Not what our forefathers has done before they left. No.
Okay.
Not at all. When you go to Dagbo's house, when you enter a room, you can see that they prevent people from entering rooms.
Oh,
That
okay.
is voodoo there.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Anything you see, you take pictures in the series, those are fetish.
Got
Those
it.
for personal protection.
Okay. Okay. So last question. Question that I've been asked before is, if voodoo is so powerful and if voodoo is so strong, how was the European able to come in and colonialize African people? So the question was, if voodoo is so strong, if voodoo is so powerful, people want to know, how was the European able to come in and colonialize Africa? Okay.
He said that if we have been victim of colonization, is it like that we pronounce?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I understand. Okay. Yes.
If we have been victim of that, it is because of love that our forefathers love people. Whenever they see people, you may be foreigners, they consider you like as their brother. And now they didn't know that it was a trap. The thing was they have completed the action before the voodoo revealed during the consultation when they consulted Oracle that what you have done is a mistake. But before they catch up, it was a little bit late. And also problem of I would like when this one will go, I can take his place when we have also those faults.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and people have said this before, and this will be the last question, I promise. Thank you so much for thank you for spending so much time with us. People have said that the hospitality of Africans will be their downfall. Do you think there's any truth to that?
Take it again.
The hospitality.
Hospitality, yeah.
Or the kindness.
Yeah.
Of Africans.
Yeah.
Will be their downfall.
Yeah.
Is there any truth to that? How do you feel about that?
Yeah, that's exactly. I can tell you it's true. That's what he has just said. He said that if we have been victim and we are still in this condition today, it's because of love. Because when we African, we black men, we see our human beings, our fellow beings, we love them, we consider them as our brothers, that we are the same, we belong to the same humanity. But when they came and our forefathers, I mean our kings, opened their hands to welcome the settlers, the Westerners, they didn't have in mind that they were going to betray them. So it's because they think that, oh, we have brothers, we have other people of the humanity, but who have different skin color, and open that. That's what betrayed them, and now they have been victim of all those history.
Last question, I promise. I'm sorry. Last question, I promise. Excuse me. Today, 2018, how can one use voodoo today to be successful? How can people make voodoo practical for today in 2018?
Yeah. Nada. Ero coche. But no, Zobato. Oh, Pitene. Uh-huh. Yeah. 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 Hey, it's going to shut down.
Okay.
Okay, hello, everybody. Then I can see what's said for the one, but no call it in the room. As in the grammar, if I think no one no call it in.
Oh, no, tobo leo. It's a die in the tokunton. They can't tokunton. Ó torí mi ló sún sí wa lọ́wọ́. Ìyẹn torí mi ló sún sí wa lọ́wọ́ gbọ̀n. Oh, gan kúrò kúrò ní mi àná wúni gbòòrò fún ẹ̀dọ̀ ẹ̀wẹ̀. Dè é yẹ̀rọ fìdí hàn. Yóò bí ọ̀fọ̀tún hàn. Ó bí ọdún sẹ́ẹ̀ tó ń ṣe lè rámọ̀. Tuntun yẹ kó dání jẹun ẹ̀. Ntẹ́wẹ̀ yìí tọ́wọ́tọ́gbọ̀ lẹ́yọ̀ ẹ̀rọ mọ̀ mi àjọ bọ̀ àmọ́. Àmì ètò pọ́n pé rẹ̀. Gbogbo gbẹ pọ́nkọ́ nù yẹ. Gbogbo jẹ̀mí yẹ. Gbogbo gan yẹ. Gbogbo fún yẹ. Gbogbo àṣẹ yẹ. Gbogbo náà yẹ jìdọ́ lẹ́kàn. Ní díẹ̀ tọ́wọ́tọ́gbọ̀ lẹ́sìn àlùdín gbogbo mi kú ọ.
Okay. He said that to that question, when you hear voodoo, you know that success must be.
Yes.
Because ancestors has not settled voodoo to be unhappy.
Yes.
It is for happiness.
Yes.
So it is because our own behaviors that we fail in our life.
Oh, so you can't blame voodoo for that.
This means that.
So not to cut you off. So people will say,
yeah,
if voodoo again is so powerful, why are people in Africa poor or not doing good?
Exactly.
So they shouldn't blame voodoo. They need to blame the people.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what he said. He said that it is a treasure, but it's because of our own behavior that we are still in this condition. You know that. If I take this and this, because people can read, can see spirits and read things. Voodoo is a treasure.
Right.
Our forefathers have not settled this thing for unhappiness.
Correct.
So when you adore, you worship voodoo, it is to have happiness, to make success in your life. But if we are still in this condition and we do not make progress, it is because of ourselves, our behavior. When you are worshiping voodoo, you do not have the allowance to do bad to your neighbor or to your brothers. You must always think positively. If you think negatively, you cannot make progress. But we are in a world where we are jealous of each other, and people are not respecting the voodoo rules as they should. The way you should give them water,
yes,
or the day that you should worship them. When you don't master that, it cannot work. But if you believe in voodoo and you give your faith, you ask for anything, be sure and be working. You must have it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And please tell the elder I said thank you for allowing us.
He thanks you too.
Thank you so much. And I know he said he might show me around to see some different things, or
yeah. The problem is that for this thing, here is my place.
Okay.
This voodoo who governs me.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
So it is because of me that they bring this out.
Okay. Okay.
And because we are also on the day of festival, the period of festival.
Yes.
And there are voodoos behind there, voodoo adepts.
Okay.
Now, otherwise, before we get out, we bring this thing out. The women say that we need water.
Okay.
Some alcohol or some drinks, soft drinks.
Okay.
And you put money on before they take it because it is a great thing for them to adopt.
Okay.
But me,
Yeah,
I'm a child of the house. That's why I can't come and they refuse.
Okay.
That's all. Otherwise, they do not bring this thing out.
Okay. All right. So I'll make sure I give something to it. All right. Thank you so much. Hope you guys enjoyed this. We're gonna go see some other chiefs. So hope you find value in this, so we can set the record straight on voodoo. Dynast Amir, Search for Uhuru. Peace.
So I reached out to another friend of mine. I said, look, you know, I need to go on vacation somewhere. Where should I go? He said, go to Africa. And not only am I gonna go, I'm going to explore a new country. So I went to Tanzania, South Africa, Namibia, Mali, Senegal, Morocco, Liberia, Namibia, Kenya, the Voodoo Festival in Ouida, Gambia, Togo, Cote d'Ivoire. Sierra Leone, Ghana, Nigeria. It's been a beautiful experience, just learning more about our culture, our indigenous culture. So Uhuru means freedom in Swahili. I'm in search of my roots. In finding that, I would experience my Uhuru, which is freedom.
Till next time, Dynast Amir, I'm out.